position. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca, I'm 28 and I live in Newcastle, and you are reporting for Beauty GE. So today, another day, another mega hyped foundation product. So I'm trying out the KVD Beauty Good Apple Foundation. I keep calling this bad apple. I keep calling it bad apple. Even at work, I keep calling it bad apple. I need to not call it that. I bought this in shade medium 39s as a skin perfecting foundation balm. Yeah, so I've got it on. This is part 1 of 2. So this is just a first impression, how I suggest that people with oily skin apply this. And then I will do a part 2 later in the week where I wear it to work all day long under a mask, and I will check in with you guys and let you guys know how it's wearing throughout the day. So if you want to see me try this out, do keep on watching. Okay, so I have a little bit of an eyeshadow look going on. I'm trying out some new lashes, so I've just popped something on my face. I have just moisturised with my Olay Luminous Whip. It's not really luminous, it's more smoothing. And because I'm oily skinned, I don't normally do this. Don't normally put on that and prime on top, but I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to quickly prime with my Be Perfect primer. The important thing with trying out this foundation, I'm hoping I talked about it in my intro, which is the Good Apple by KVD Vegan Beauty. I'm oily skinned, so I know that I need to really, really prep my skin right to make this work. This is just the first impression, so it's only going to be part 1 of 2. So I'm just trying it out today because if I hate this, I'm not going to be able to wear it to work all day, you know, if it just doesn't work at all for me. So I'm going to just try it now, and then I'm going to film part 2 where I pop it on before I go to work, and then see how it goes from there. I'm now going to spray my face with my Urban Decay All Nighter. So this is to just really prep my skin and make sure it keeps my oils at bay as much as possible. So I'm just gonna and let that dry down a little bit. I'm just gonna bounce that into my skin. And my eyes are all watery now. I bought this in the shade medium 39. I have swatched it on my hand just to check that the colour wasn't way off. It is not perfect, but we're just gonna do what we can. So on one side of my face, I'm going to use my brush, and on the other side, I'm going to use a sponge. So I've got my Lois Cosmetics foundation brush here. So that's what it looks like in the pan. Yeah, the component feels cheap, as people have said, but it is fully recyclable, and that's the whole point. So I'm just going to see. Holy coverage. I'm going to see how far I can get with one dip, because I've been asked to see if this can be sheared out. Simple answer is yes. So now I'm going to go back in with another dip and really give that a good blend out. So people aren't wrong about the coverage. People are definitely not wrong about the coverage. This is designed for a different skin type to mine. So I am not under any illusion that this has to work for me, but I was just curious because I do like a fresher finish. It's not covered up one of my big scars, but we'll see. Let's do my forehead. I've definitely tapped in too much for just my forehead. I don't need a huge amount of coverage on product on my forehead, to be honest. Actually, this colour's pretty good. Not bad. So I've seen people do the coverage and be like, oh, it's amazing, but it's nothing new coverage-wise. I think you can definitely get foundations with this level of coverage, and just immediate thought. I'm not getting this anywhere near my eye area. I'm really trying to cover up that blemish, well, scar, and it is not. So that's very interesting. So that's that side of the face done. So you can see that it has got a really, really strong full coverage. That is a very dark scar, and I really want to see if it's going to cover up that bad boy. This is the spottier side of my face. It has more coverage, so we'll see. So this side I'm going to do with a sponge. So I don't love the idea of bouncing my sponge in this, but I have cleaned it. So I'm just going to pick some up with my sponge and go in. Don't think there's a massive difference with the coverage. I think I just much prefer a brush these days. Definitely prefer a brush. It looks more luminous on the brush side. I think I probably got more product on the brush side, so we'll just see. I'm just trying to distribute the coverage as much as I can once I bounce in, because I don't want to waste the product, because if I like it, I will want to use it. So I just build up coverage a little bit more over my blemishy side. I do like to blemish cover with a concealer, so that doesn't really bother me that much. So that's the sponge side, that's the brush side. Definitely like the brush side more, 100%. So I'm just going to even that up slightly. When I tap in with my brush, I'm barely touching the product. I'm like with my brush. So you really don't need a lot. So the coverage and pigmentation on this is undoubtedly good. I just really expect it to be like, maybe people are picking up a crap ton of product, which is not the way I'd recommend. I would build this up absolutely in layers. I wouldn't go in with just building, because not building with just one massive layer and try and blend it out like that. That's not how I'd recommend. I would recommend building it, absolutely. So it hasn't clung to any dry patches on my face. I am oily and I do have a couple of dry patches. They're mainly under eye, so there's that. This colour is really good. I'm impressed with my colour matching here. I had to guess for the description because we don't have any testers in Boots, not even for the staff to try, which is fair enough. So yeah, that's how we're looking at the moment. Yeah, it's a full coverage foundation. Let me see how it feels. Doesn't even feel that like wet like I would expect a foundation for drier skin to be. So there we have it. That being said, I'm still going to move forward as if this is not going to work very well on oily skin. So that's just how I'm going to do it, because I want to show you guys how, if it is on the more luminous side, well, it's meant to be what, like a matte but for like dry to combination. So if it's not going to be that long lasting on oily skin, that's what I'm trying to say, I want to show you guys how you can make it long lasting on oily skin. So there we have it. I am going to quickly blast through my contoury bits and we'll see how they all like blend and build on top of each other. Okay, so that's my Morphe contour stick. The foundation, it hasn't moved the foundation or anything like that, so that's good. I'm going to go in with my Bare Minerals foundation stick, which I use for cream bronzer. So I'm just going to use my current concealer that I've been wearing and enjoying recently, which is my Born This Way by Too Faced, and I wear this in the shade Seashell. It's nearly midnight. I need to edit a video that's going to go up tomorrow. So I go to bed. I had a massive nap, so it's not when I got in from work. It's not a big deal. So I do like my, I've got some random part of my nose there. I do like my skin to look luminous, but what I've been doing is using very matte foundations, but with like powdering them down a little bit less, and I find that that works and it's quite flattering. So yeah, I'm just going to use a bit of my brightening concealer, which is a lower coverage, just in the middle. That's my e.l.f. one. Of a branch. These are very different and very similar in colour actually. And just going to blend this out. But since we are full beat, with a full coverage foundation on, we're doing it. So I'm blending matte into slightly less matte, which can be a little bit tricky. So we'll see how well these two play together. I will correct the inner corners eyeshadow wise. Do these not like each other on my forehead? No, it's okay. There we go. I mean, my skin looks good. Like, I'm not disappointed with how my skin looks at the moment. Pretty good, yeah. So I'm actually gonna spot conceal, which I didn't think I was gonna have to do with this foundation, which is a little bit disappointing. And yes, you could say to me, oh, well, you could have just used more foundation. No, no. I'm just gonna pop some of my Bare Minerals normal concealer just here. I'm obsessed with this foundation brush, by the way. I'm obsessed. Okay, there we go. And now let's set. So I'm going to do my under eye first because that's what needs doing. So I've got my Fenty powder here, which I've been really enjoying. Where's my normal setting brush? So I'm just going to go with my normal setting brush, which is an ancient Real Techniques one. But I love it. So really going to push the powder into my skin. I'd actually meant to spray my face with setting powder before setting spray. You know, I'm just going to do that quickly. Because this is what I would do if I was leaving the house. Spray it with some setting spray. Then set the setting spray with my powder. I'm going to go in quite heavy with the powder because I'm oily. Okay, we are fully set down. Fully set down. I will definitely bake as well with this. With my powder, I would normally bake. I'm not going to do it today because I'm not going to go wasting my Fenty powder or my NARS or my Laura Miss because I've ran out of anything cheap. So yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to pop off, finish the rest of my face, and then we'll come back and let's have a chat about it. So I shall see you shortly. Okie dokie, so I'm back. I've just finished off my look. Again, I'm trying out some more Lois Cosmetics lashes, and these are in the style Confidence. I love these as well. Yeah. I mean, okay, so let's talk about the foundation. Colour match, great. I don't dislike it. I don't like love it. It's nothing like, it's just nothing that new for me. I just don't really see the hype, I suppose. I guess I haven't worn it yet. It's a full coverage foundation. Like it's covered what I wanted to cover mostly. I mean, I can still, even with my concealer over, I can still see my scar. Yeah, I don't have any like immediate thoughts until I wear it for a while, I think. I love how it went on. Like, it hasn't sank into any lines, actually. Like, I hadn't sank into any lines. My pores don't look exaggerated. My dry patches don't look any worse or anything like that. So, you know, all in for a full coverage foundation. It's great. Like, it's nice. I think I need to see how it wears before I make any decisions on it. But on first impression, yeah, nice. I feel like if I was going to work in the morning, though, that it would take too long to apply. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. I just don't know about my thoughts. I think this is going to have to be one where you leave it with me, wait until I do my round 2, and I'll get back to you. I mean, I don't think this is going to break me out or anything like that. Like, I didn't have any tingly feelings. I think that'll be, you know, it does look, you know what, the more I look in the mirror, it is flattering. It is flattering on the skin. Anyway, I digress. I know this is probably like the most useless, like, it's not a review, but first impression ever. I think that's the hard thing with a first impression when you're not doing a wear test, is that it's like quite difficult to judge something by just putting it on really quickly. But as I said, leave it with me and I will get back to you and we will keep going with it. I almost want to get like a dark shade to cream contour with. We'll see. We shall see. Anyway, don't forget to go follow me over on Instagram just to get a little bit of extra content over there from me. I'll leave my name linked up as usual. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'd really love to get to 700 by my birthday, which is on the 28th of April. That would be absolutely amazing. I will do a giveaway at 700, so that would be absolutely fantastic. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you know the next time that I upload, because we all know it is sporadic at best, but I do try my best. And to my subscribers, thank you very much for sticking with me while I'm taking time to upload. I hopefully will do some more lives coming up on my YouTube channel, so do keep an eye out on my Instagram for any announcements of that. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.